Hi guys, so Liz Truss has gone from being Brexit Wonder Woman, which didn't seem to last very long, to Minister for Instagram, it seems. Over the last number of months, there has been speculation that she's been getting voice training in order to change her accent and make her sound more like Margaret Thatcher. Then we've had images of her appearing to pose like Thatcher in tanks and even in the Kremlin. Well, the latest gaffe from the Foreign Secretary following not knowing staging areas for the Russian assault on Ukraine were parts of Russia is suggesting that people who want to go and fight in a foreign land should do that. Just one problem with that: it's illegal. Here are two politicians who actually know something about that, which is a very low bar, explain why she's an idiot.
Do not go to Ukraine unless you have some form of combat experience.
Right, well, that's in direct contradiction to Liz Truss.
I mean, look, I get why people would want to go and defend their country. I understand that. But I think having untrained people going to a country where they can't even read the road signs, they're a liability. They'll get themselves killed, they get other people killed. I don't think that's the appropriate way forward. What I do think is that Liz Truss needs to focus on the job that she's meant to be doing, rather than talking tough, as she seems to consistently be doing, because she's auditioning for the Prime Minister's job. I think she just needs to focus on the job at hand and stop thinking about how she looks to the Tory rank and file. This is too important for that. And comments like this, I think, frankly, are just, yeah.
I love his response. Yeah, okay, whatever. It's embarrassing, and they're right, both of them. You know, you don't want to be encouraging people who have no combat experience, who, as Clive Lewis has pointed out here as well, who can't even read the road signs. They become a liability. They become a risk to themselves and a risk to others. They have to be rescued. You can imagine. Now, why did Liz Truss do this? As he has pointed out as well, she's auditioning for the role of Prime Minister. Now, look, when it came to the Brexit referendum, Liz Truss was on the right side, and she actually came across as someone quite articulate. She made very valid points for remaining in the European Union. But following the Brexit referendum, she jumped on board the Brexit bus. And I think she left her brain behind because she's come out with such ridiculous statements recently. I really wonder what the hell is going on. She was she was embarrassed by the Russian foreign minister recently, and now she comes out with this statement about, yes, if you want to go and fight in Ukraine, you should go. But as was pointed out here, you don't want to be encouraging people who have no combat experience, no understanding of the terrain or the country itself. It's ridiculous. Why is she doing it? In order to, as he was pointing out, audition for the role of Prime Minister. There are pictures online you can find of her posing in front of the Kremlin like Margaret Thatcher did, even with her head tilted to the sky. There are pictures of her in tanks. There are pictures of her in flight gear. It's embarrassing. Now, contrast this with a real leader, Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, who's down on the ground with the soldiers, with the members of the public, fighting with them. Contrast that with Boris Johnson and Liz Truss. And I truly hope that, and I hope I'm not wrong here, but I truly hope that the British people see through this crap. That Liz Truss is not prime ministerial material. She's an Instagram minister. It's all image. That's all it is. She's demonstrated that she doesn't understand international diplomacy. She doesn't understand geography. She doesn't understand what the hell she's doing. And, you know, of course, Boris Johnson has set the bar very low, so anyone would be better than Boris Johnson. But please tell me it's not going to be Liz Truss. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.